Believe in superstition, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, if you do, why do you believe in it?
Because I've tried things, and I know.
Well, did anything ever happen, or did you ever have anything to happen to you that really come true about superstition? And if it did, tell me something about it.
Yeah. About the shingles I was telling you about a while ago. You can get a black cat and cut his tail off and take the blood and put it around them shingles.
Hmm.
Or either a black chicken's toe, cut it off and put it around them. And that'll stop the shingles from going around you or either around your neck here.
Well, Grandma, what is a shingle?
Well, it's them big blisters will come. These big blisters will come and come around you,
Well,
Make you over sick.
do you know what causes it?
No, it's just a haphazard some way or another. I don't know.
Well, sure enough,
No.
when you had shingles, what did you use, a black cat or a black chicken?
A black chicken.
Well, and they put it on it and it did get well?
Yeah, put it around it. You have to go plumb around it, and that'll kill it. Stop it.
Well, Grandma, being you do believe in superstition, do you think that the Bible has anything at all to do with it? I mean, like, through dreams and things.
Yeah, they say old uns will dream and young uns will wonder. I believe in dreams.
Well, do you think by having a dream that you can tell what's going to happen, that you can foretell it and know what's going to happen at a later time?
Yes, I pay attention to my dreams. They come true lots of times.
So you mean dreams do tell you something ahead of time? Like you'll have a dream tonight and then in a week or so something will happen and it proves your dream did come out true?
Yes, it sure does.
Well, Grandma, when Grandpa died, just before he died, seemed like I heard you a pretty good time before he died, you told something about a dream that you had. Could you tell me something about that and tell me why you think it was true?
Yes, Peters, I can. I dream of a mule coming around through my backyard, and it had half gears on it, and it went on around my house, and I followed through the house, went to the back door, and he come there, and it showed me it was him. He had a stroke after that.
Well, this horse, it was rigged up and it just had half gears on.
That's right.
Do you think that this had
Just
anything
one
to...
side.
Yeah, the horse was just rigged on one side. Do you think that this was why Grandpa had a stroke in one side and this is how you seen it in your dream? That the horse or mule was just rigged on one side and then in the following week or so Grandpa had a stroke in one side? Do you think this is the way you was showed about that?
Yeah, that's right. That's the way I was showed, the way the mule had half gears on it.
Well, Grandma, I always heard you could tell fortunes in a teacup after you drunk the coffee out and left a few grounds in the bottom. So, I want you to tell my fortune from the coffee I've just had.
Not playing much, you didn't turn it right, son. Yeah, Fetus, you got a little dark-headed girl in there. and you kind of flirt with her at times, Fetus. And then you got a little secret for her.
A little what?
Little secret. Or either
Uh-huh.
she's got it for you, and you're going to soon talk, it looks like, in your cup. And you got a fine cup. You're going to do good someday, Fetus.
Well, do
Rich
good
cup.
how? Does this
Oh,
mean
you're
that...
going to live good someday. You're going to have 3 changes, look like, for 3 girls in your cup. And, of course, there's 4 that you like pretty good in your cup. There's 4 of them.
That sounds about right, Ma.
Yeah, that...
Well, Ma, what is my secret? Is it the circle in the middle of the cup that you're going by, or
Yeah,
what?
it's in the middle of the cup. It's something you don't want to tell. It's something...
Well, Ma, it kind of sounds like you're hinting at marriage or something.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
don't
it
know.
sounds like?
There's a ring in your cup. And there's little something you're going to do. Looks to me like he's going to get a present for her someday. Or something.
Well, this is some type of superstition, and I don't really know whether that a coffee cup could really tell your fortune or not. But you've done this several times, I
Well,
guess.
it's calling the way the ground lays.
Well, did you ever tell anybody's before, or ever hear of
Oh,
anybody's
yeah.
being told before?
I used to tell it all the time, but I quit.
Or did it ever come true?
Huh? Yeah.
Well,
Yes, I think
seemed
it
like I
come
heard you
true.
say something about your aunt one time, told
Yeah.
somebody's fortune. Could you tell me about that?
Why, yeah, she'd tell fortunes all the time, and she could tell true things, and people tell her to hush, to not tell no more. And I've had them to tell me, don't tell no more now, that's enough.
You mean they really believe
Yeah.
just so strong that they
Yeah.
get scared about it?
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. But now in your cup, you've got 2 that you're going to see the end of the road, something you got to say to them. That's when you go back or something. I'll wait and see if you ain't got a little secret. And of course, there's another one wants to hear it. There's a black hidden and there's a light looking hidden.
Or Grandma, did in the times that you've seen fortunes told in teacups and things, did you ever know of anything that really was told that come true?
Yes, I've had an aunt that told my mother's fortune. And she told me she'd die inside of a year. And she died inside of that year. She told her there was a casket in her cup.
Well, did she tell it in a?
That's true.
Did she tell it in a coffee cup?
Yeah, told in a coffee cup. She cried just like she was whipped when she told.
You mean she felt that strong and believed in
That's right.
superstition that strong that
Right,
she
that's
thought it was
strong,
true?
Yeah.
Well, Grandma, you told me something else a long time ago that seemed pretty superstitious about a black cat. Could you tell me something about that now?
Yes, I can, Fetus. I went down in camp to get some medicine for him. And as I come back, a black cat run in front of me. And that went all over me. And 2 days after that, he passed away. And I always believed him.
And this was your little boy, Mel?
Yeah, it's Mel.
Well, Grandma, you know, it seems as though black animals is almost the topmost thing in superstition. So, you know, like the black cat and the black chickens and this, is there something else you can think about?
Why, yeah, you get 9 grains of corn. And you have to pick it in the hearts of that corn, the blood. Throw it over your head. And a black chicken.
Well,
You have to take,
when the black chicken eats the corn, does this make the warts go away?
Yeah, the warts will go away.
And you really believe that the warts
Yeah,
really
I
would
believe
go
it.
away?
I've seen it tried.
Well, it must be true then.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandma, you know numbers is another thing that seemed to be pretty popular in superstition. Like, you know, just as you said in the superstition tale before, that if you rub 9 grains of corn on a wart and throw it over your shoulder and feed it to a black chicken, this is supposed to make the warts go away. Can you think of any other numbers dealing with superstition?
Yeah, I've heard of water run over 9 gravels. To purify the water.
And you mean just so water runs over 9 gravels, this is supposed to make it safe enough to drink regardless of what kind of water?
Well, I've heard it. I know what it is.
Grandma, there's supposed to be some dealings with animals and deaths in superstition. Can you think any of these, like, you know, about chickens or anything like this?
Yeah, I've heard of the chickens crowing have to go on to the roost in the night, sign of the death. I always heard that, didn't you?
What about a hen? Did you ever hear of a hen crowing?
Bad luck. Hen crowing is bad luck, I always hear.
What about a white horse? Is there anything to this?
People kill them after they crow. After a hen crows, they generally kill them. They say that'll save bad luck.
I mean, they believed in it so strong that if a hen crowed, that they'd kill it.
Yeah.
Afraid of it.
And then if a rooster crow, look in your house in the door. They say that sign something's going out of the family.
Well, I know, Grandma, that you've had to hear something about Groundhog's Day, and I think this is something to do with superstition too, because I don't really believe in it. But I want you to tell me something about it.
First day of February, they say they come out and see their shadow, they'll go back. And they go back in 6 weeks. You won't come out no more in 6 weeks. I've heard say.
This is an interview of my grandma, a very superstition person. Her name is Oma Kelly. She's 84 years old, and she lives at Shelby Gap, Kentucky.
That's what they say.
The past interview was of a woman that was in her 80s, and this interview is of somebody in their 50s. And the purpose of this is to see the difference in the opinions of someone older and someone middle-aged, to tell which ones believe stronger, because most people, as myself, think that superstition is vanishing completely as it comes down to the younger generation. From the past interview, I've already got some superstitious tales, but in this one, I'm going to get a bunch more, and then we'll discuss them later.
What was you want to know?
Just tell me a bunch of superstition tales, just one after the other.
Well, about the horseshoe nailed over the door.
That's supposed to bring good luck?
Yeah, keep the witches away. The old people claim the witches rolled them to death of the night.
Uh-huh.
What else? You shoot the question.
What about the black snake I heard you say about a while ago?
Once you kill one for dry time, turn its belly up to the sun and rain 24 hours. 24 hours. It was bad luck to burn sassafras wood. Old people said that.
Well, you really don't believe in any of this superstition, or are you just going by what you was told by your mother and father and older people a long time ago?
Don't believe in it at all.
Just tales that you've heard? Well,
Yeah, just, somebody uneducated, just as you said, telling something they didn't know nothing about. But handed down from an older generation.
well, why do you think people told superstitious tales to their children?
They knowed no better.
Well, do you think that it was a lack of entertainment in the home, like they didn't have TV or radio or anything like this, and all they had to do was entertain themselves within themselves, entertain each other, and they just sat around and told tales like this and told them so much that they got to believe in them themselves?
But it could have been, I don't know. It could have been, but I tell you, people had more fun back then than they do now. They had big parties you went to. Every Saturday night we had a party about it or something like that. That's true.
Well, it seemed like when people
It was fun.
did get to have a little bit of entertainment or any kind of recreation, they enjoyed it more, because today people just have it every day just about, and that's just a usual thing anymore, and nobody don't appreciate it much at all. Whenever they have it so often.
You see it on TV today. We acted out real back then.
Yeah, that is one of the main differences.
No different than it much, just to tell you the truth. If you start anywhere and a black cat across the road in front of you, it's bad luck. Old people used to turn around and go back most of the time. Now, wait a minute, what did they do now? No, they just bad luck.
Well, what about the ladder? That's supposed to be bad luck too?
Not going under the ladder. It was bad luck. If you went off the ladder. Black cat crossing the road, we've understood that.
Yeah, well, that's supposed to be bad luck too, isn't it?
Yeah, bad luck. If the 13th comes on Friday, it's supposed to be an unlucky day. Not bad luck, unlucky.
Well,
Friday
you mean
13th.
nothing's supposed to happen right, or just maybe one thing just might happen wrong?
I don't know.
Of course,
It's
that's
supposed to be an unlucky day, the old saying.
that's just one of the old tales too.
Old sayings, yeah.
Oh, Lick, how do you feel about dreams or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
this?
There's some of them's true.
Well, do you think that dreams are foretold in a future after a dream?
How you mean foretold?
Well, like you have a dream, do you think that it will come true later, or what?
Well, a fella in the feeling good, old bothered up stuff or something like that, if he watches TV or watches something, he gets excited about something and dreams that it's no good. But dreams is true. Some of 'em.
You mean, in other words,
Yeah,
some
I had 'em
dreams
come
are...
just as they pictured them. I had them to come out just as I pictured them.
Some dreams are important and some are not.
Yeah, that's right. Some just lays back stored in the brain, a rest in there every night. It comes out, on a fella.
Well, like you mentioned about TV, do you think that just if a person goes to bed bothered and tense, whatever they're thinking about, mostly real strong when they go to sleep, you think that's what they dream about most of the time?
Most likely.
Well, did you ever have any dreams that come true, that you dreamed and then they did come true?
Sure.
Well, you said you had dreams and that they had come true. If so, could you tell me a dream or two that you've had that has worked out and come true?
You let everybody. Hey, let me tell you something. Yeah, they sure dream about. Now let me see. Let me study. I believe it's one Sunday stormy night. They shot so many torpedoes out. They had, and that's true. Well, the next night, before we got about, I guess it was 1,000 miles off from the Australian coast, on the way headed for Brisbane. And I dreamt there's two women standing there with a big old, wait a minute, and an old A model Ford car there on the dock. Forgot it about it. There were two big old straw hats on. And it was short through. That's all I know.
Well, then, was that the point that when you got there that the women was there and
it was the same thing, the same picture.
same picture you'd seen in your mind in the dream?
There, and it was the same picture. And anybody can deny it or dispute it if they want to. It's true. It sure is. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, me and the Vester set a whole bunch of trout. What's that? Yeah. And we dropped for one old fox for about I guess a month or two. Never could catch it hardly. Well, I dropped one night, a half in it, in the trout, catching it. And sure enough, I had it in the trout. There it was the next morning. Just like in the same spot where I seen it. In the dream, there it was, the same spot.
And it looked the same in the dream as
Looked
it did the
same
next
way,
day?
the same way. Same thing.
Well, dreams may not be considered plumb superstitious,
They're not.
but lots of people think they are, but I don't think so. And you say that you don't believe in superstition at all.
Sure don't.
Except for dreams. But maybe dreams is not superstition. They are mentioned in the Bible.
If you don't believe the Bible, you don't believe. You don't believe dreams if you don't believe the Bible. That's right.
Well, you know, lots of people think
Right.
that the Bible is something like a fairy tale, maybe like it's just a superstitious book. What do you think about that?
Well, that'd be the fairy in them now. If they believe that, wouldn't you?
You mean you think that
It's true.
a person stands as much to be a fairy as a Bible does a superstitious tale?
Well, you put them on Earth once. I'd like to know what's wrong with not putting them back again, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so I
That's
say
right.
maybe there's nothing superstitious about it. Well, how do you feel about superstition? Do you think that the people in the mountains in the eastern part of the United States are more superstitious than the ones that live in the cities like Detroit, Los Angeles, and around like that, or out west?
Uneducated people. There's more superstitious, I believe, don't you?
You mean they're more superstitious no matter where they live? I mean, or just the uneducated ones in eastern Kentucky?
The uneducated ones would be.
You mean uneducated ones all over the United States? And other countries too, of course.
I guess so.
That does sound true.
It is.
What most overall, do you think superstition just happens accidentally? I mean,
Some of it, yeah, it'll happen. Anyway, anything's gonna happen, will happen.
well, how do you think that superstition originated? Do you think that, like the bad luck tale of a black cat crossing the road, do you think that
Something's happened. What caused
it just accidentally happened?
Something's accidentally happened, I guess.
Well, do you think that if the
Like
black
that.
cat didn't cross the road, do you think the same thing would have still happened?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it happened anyway.
Yeah, it would have happened anyway,
Happened
even if the
anyway.
cat would or
Yeah.
wouldn't have crossed the road.
It happened anyway.
This interview was made by a man named Leck. He is a 54-year-old war veteran of World War II. He lives near the top of Pine Mountain in eastern Kentucky.